All right, we're back out here, end of week 2 on the Hell Trail 2020, April 26th. Usually, try to be starting around the first week of April, the last week of March, if we can. Sometimes it doesn't fall that way. Got a late start because of coronavirus. So far, everything out here in Illinois has been amazing. I've worked every single day. Today is the 14th straight day of working. I left on a Sunday, so officially 15 days. I've written about 36 estimates, and we've repaired, I don't know how many cars we fixed. A lot. But get headphones when you're out, some good ones. Something that cancels out noise, especially when you're blending on rails. You don't hear that banging all the time, and then you got all the body shop background noise. That can be frustrating. So I recommend a nice pair of headphones that are noise canceling. Usually we work 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. That's what I try to do. Sometimes body shops won't let you do that. Shoulder's starting to hurt a little bit because yesterday all I did was blend on rails all day. Glue pulling and blending. And when you're yanking on the slide hammer all day, it hurts. It starts wearing your shoulder. And then blending rails, holding your arm up all day like this, it's tough. That's why I don't like doing rails. Yesterday we burnt some paint for the first time with the hot box in a long time. I haven't had any pulled paint at all other than yesterday where I burnt the paint. I'll show you that real quick. Yeah, I was pretty upset. It was last night. I was literally the last dent on the fender, and look at that crap. Okay, so when you're out here, all right, so whenever you land a deal, always ask about your percentages. Don't be afraid to ask that, and when you're going to get paid. Most of the time, if there's no contract set in place with the body shop, it's you do a verbal handshake or whatever, say, hey, we'll get paid every 2 weeks. Whoever is the broker, find out when you're going to get paid and how often you're going to get paid, and make them stick to that. And sometimes it's not their fault the body shop won't pay on the timely fashion. If they haven't worked that account before, they won't know. But don't be afraid to ask how much you're going to get paid and when you're going to get paid. It's very important. If you're using a separate estimating platform such as Recon Pro, Mobile Tech RX, PDR Mobile, whatever it may be, like for example, I primarily use Mobile Tech RX, and I'm with the account, and they're using Recon Pro. So what I do is I do all the paperwork, everything, invoicing, estimates, emails, work orders, all through Recon Pro. And then I take out my Mobile Tech RX, and then I put the broker's name as my customer contact because they're the one paying me. So under the customer contact, I'll put the broker's name, I'll fill out the estimate, work order, and invoice, and then I have a statement of all the cars I've done with them. So that way, if they say, hey, what cars have you done, in case they don't know, boom, you can just email them a statement, here, everything I have. But typically that's not going to happen because they're going to have it in their software. Or just write it down on a piece of paper, keep detailed notes of your RO numbers, VIN numbers, year, make, model, the count you're at, how much the car you did on R&I, how much it was total for gross, and what your percentage was, and what the shop's percentage was. That way you have everything detailed, and numbers don't lie. You can't make up numbers. So that's important, very important. Okay, so yeah, burnt paint. If you ever are glue pulling and you do end up pulling paint, or you burnt paint with the hot box like I did, let the body shop estimator or manager, whoever's in charge of that vehicle, know right away so they can send a supplement out to the insurance company, and the insurance can pay the body shop to repair that panel and repaint it. Okay, very important. Don't try to touch it up yourself. Don't try to sneak it past them. do the right thing. Okay, so here's a rail. Here's your mini lifter. You do it like that, you're probably gonna put dents in the panel. You do it like this, I have never put dents in the panel, even with super strong tools. All right, a little quick tip for blending rails and repairing rails for hail damage. What I like to use is more than one light. I'll either stack my lights or I'll put one close to the dent and one really far back from the dent. That way I can start it off and blend it out without having to get off my ladder and going and moving my lights back and forth. Okay, so there's an example of basically stacking. So I can start the dents off with the top light and then finish it off with the bottom light and kind of see what we got here. So you can see the bottom of the dent with the top light, and then the bottom light you can finish it off.